when you get your diagnosis, you feel that there is a certain amount of stigma attached.
When a diagnosis of dementia is given, obviously it is distressing news to the person receiving the diagnosis, but for the carer also. Suddenly you can feel helpless and alone and wonder how you're going to cope with the challenges that lie ahead.
I decided to become a dementia-friendly business with Marie Curie support because I really feel that eye care should be accessible to everybody. I don't feel like somebody should have a second-rate sight test because of any medical problem that they may have.
Obviously we deal with lots of clients who come in to us for legal advice and support, and we saw that over the years a lot of people started to show more signs of having dementia, and we just felt that it would be beneficial if we all knew a little bit more about it.
Well, firstly, I have a close relative who is living with dementia, so I've become much more aware in the last couple of years of what it really means. And that just made me really think about what it was like for other people in our town, and I wanted them to have that same experience when they come into our shop.
We at Coles decided to become a dementia-friendly business with Marie Curie's support because we have family experience, loved ones that actually have been living with dementia, or loved ones that we've lost that had dementia. So we understand the effects of everyday life on those living with dementia and also the wider family unit.
Well, it was really important for us to consider this step of becoming a dementia-friendly church, because we'd had so many congregation members down the years who were living with dementia, and so many who were caring for people who were living with dementia, that we wanted to reach out to these people and to put something in place that helped them feel included and accepted and loved.
I can give a couple of specific examples of businesses that are adopting a better approach to people like myself. For example, my pharmacy. They have it embroidered on their uniforms, which I thought was wonderful, as well as wearing the badge. Also, I love charity shops and often go to Cowbridge, and they are very welcoming to people like me. And I wear my lanyard, which is the sunflower lanyard, which is really telling them that I've got a hidden disability. The nice thing about this is that it covers all hidden disabilities, not just dementia.
Just seeing the logo and the window sticker can relieve stress, give confidence and an expectation that the person with dementia can access the support for the services that they are offering.
They also seem to be aware that it's important that they talk to me and not perhaps if I'm with my carer. It's better that they continue to talk to me. I'm still at a good stage on what we call our dementia journey, and they can still talk to me, and if they don't, I can find that quite irritating. But I understand the issues, and I think people are learning.
Here at Loose Moors, it's definitely an ongoing process for us here. Our aim is for all our staff to be confident in being able to understand, identify and respond to the needs of clients for those living with dementia.
Christchurch has taken a number of, at first, small steps to become dementia friendly, and of course those small steps become bigger steps. The first thing we did was approach Marie Curie and ask for a webinar for our congregation members to attend if they like, to learn more about dementia, learn more about people who are living with dementia, but also learn more about people who are caring for those who are living with dementia. Another step we took was to look at our building and to really think, how do people who are living with dementia cope in a building such as ours? What about the signs that we use? What about the visibility? What about the accessibility of the building? And then, of course, we had to get the message out there. And getting the message out there, we've done in all sorts of ways, including newsletters, social media, even our podcasts that we do. We talk about dementia, we talk about the challenges of living with dementia and the challenges of caring for people who are living with dementia.
We have had a Dementia Friends awareness session provided by our lovely contact from Marie Curie, and that was for my whole team, so we closed the shop for a while to go through that session together and have plenty of discussion about the implications for us as a business.
We've put a process in place so that we're not just doing this once, it is an annual thing. When we do a review of our buildings, of our premises, we're actually keeping all of those points in mind and the awareness is there.
When we were looking into dementia-friendly signage, including our new name badges, we looked on the Alzheimer's website for help into how to do this. One way that helps with the contrast is putting a yellow background with black writing. So that's what we did with our name badges, and that's what I've done with my cue cards. The Alzheimer's Society website also has information on signage that you can put around the practice. So we ordered some signage from there. It gives information about the right height, where it should be, so it's clear and accessible to patients with dementia.
When a lot of people are talking and there's a lot of background noise, it sort of overloads the brain. And 5-10 minutes breakout in somewhere quiet, a quiet room, a quiet corner, can make all the difference.
Going out into society can be very demanding and stressful at times. A carer can feel a great sense of responsibility to protect the person living with dementia from potentially difficult and upsetting situations.
Becoming a dementia-friendly business has meant that me and my colleagues are much more confident now offering services to patients with dementia and their carers as well. Another advantage as a business is that we will be searchable on the Dementia Friendly Cardiff website, and that means that patients with dementia or their carers can find dementia friendly businesses.
We've become more welcoming, more open, more understanding. We've always had a little phrase we've used at Christchurch, which is "come as you are."
It's given us the opportunity to improve how we interact with clients that are affected by dementia on a day-to-day basis, and it's also given us the right support so that we can change our accessibility to the firm and ensure that we provide ultimately the right support for clients so that they can make the right decisions.
Becoming dementia friendly has helped us to focus a little bit more on specifically what that means for people living with dementia, and to be able to tailor our approach to recognise the things that we already do that are appropriate in that context, but also to identify little tweaks that we can make to make it more easy and accessible for our customers and their carers who are living with dementia.
For our staff, I would say that there's been a bit of a cultural shift in that these conversations around dementia are a lot more normalised, and it has enabled them to ask questions and not feel difficult, understand the language, that type of thing. We need to be understanding of our clients to encourage them to make the informed decisions that they need to make when we are preparing such important legal documents for them.
If there was a business that was considering becoming dementia friendly, one piece of advice I would give is it's not as hard as you think. There's lots of simple actions that you can take that make a huge difference to patients with dementia and their carers.
It's a responsibility for all businesses and organisations to have a better understanding of dementia itself. I think by having that better understanding, in turn, you can deliver a better client experience for those living with dementia.
You receive a certificate, which to me is an acknowledgement to your commitment to continue to be a business that is very much aware and cares about the needs of those living with dementia.
If any other organisation is considering becoming dementia friendly, I just have 3 words for them: go for it. Go for it, you won't regret it.
You get so much support from Marie Curie, and that little bit of information can transform the way that you can interact with people with dementia and their families.
It really is about changing hearts and minds towards people like myself. We need to get all of the businesses in the Vale and Cardiff on board, or as many as we possibly can, simply because it does make such a difference.